Hey, Jason here. I'm the founder of WeOutreach, and I think that metrics like domain authority and estimates of the traffic of the website are actually pretty useless for judging the quality of a link. Yet, these are the two metrics that are most commonly used in the industry when talking about link quality. But the fact is, both of these metrics are very easy to manipulate, and shady websites out there that exist for no other reason than to sell links can easily make themselves look better than they are by manipulating these two metrics and then just selling more links. And I think these types of websites have so many obvious red flags that they have been easy for Google to spot long ago and just nullify any possible value that you can get from links from these types of websites. If you actually want to build links that have an impact for you or your clients, you need a better set of metrics that gives you a deeper look at the website or the link that you're considering building. That's what we've built at WeOutreach, and I have found our set of metrics to be much more effective. So in this video, I'm going to run through those metrics and I'll give you access to our tool that we use to judge the quality of every link that we build so that you can use it yourself for free and make sure that you only invest in impactful links from now on. Let's get to it. So this is our quality vetting tool on the screen in front of me now. It's pretty simple in a Google Sheet, and you'll see the set of metrics that we created on the left. We input some data for each of them on the right, and it gives us a pass or failing grade at the bottom. It's out of 20, and anything at 10 or above is a pass. You can see how important we think each of these individual metrics is based on the total points available in the score column on the right hand side. And it's also important to know that a website can fail this check if it performs too poorly on any individual metric, regardless of its score. So it could be 15 out of 20, but it performs too poorly on one of these metrics and gets what we call a hard fail and therefore fails the overall check. I'll show you how you can use this tool for yourself in just a minute, but first I want to run through each of these metrics one by one so you understand what they're about and why we use them. So let's start with this brand trust metric at the top, and this is our way of estimating how likely it is that Google is aware of and trusts the brand of the website where we're considering building the link. We check this in two ways. The first one is looking at the keyword report for the website and seeing if it has any branded search terms in that report. The idea there is simple. If there's people Googling for the brand of the keyword, Google obviously has access to all of that data, and it probably sends good signals to them that this is a brand and website that exists as some sort of entity in the real world rather than just some sort of random content site. And if we can see those Google searches in just an Ahrefs keyword report, then Google can probably see a lot more than that related to the brand as well, and people engaging with the brand and searching for the brand in different places. So that's a pretty good signal. The other way that we're looking at this is the backlink profile of the specific homepage. So not the website as a whole, just the backlink profile of the homepage, because we know that Google uses the homepage and the quality of the homepage and the backlink profile of the homepage as a proxy for the website as a whole. So a homepage with a strong backlink profile has good signals for the website as a whole, which is good news for the brand overall and also for any internal page where we might get a backlink from. A strong homepage will transfer some of those benefits to the internal page, which transfers to the backlink that we build. One of the most popular metrics in the link building industry is an estimate of the traffic of the website. The reasoning behind that is if a website is getting a lot of traffic from Google, then it's a good sign that, hey, if Google is sending all this traffic to the website and ranking them for so many keywords, then they must trust the website at least a bit. And I think that that logic is actually pretty good. The problem is that this traffic metric is very easy to manipulate. So instead of just relying on that metric, we actually look at the keywords that a website ranks in the top 24. We can read through the keywords, make sure that they actually seem legitimate, and that the traffic that comes from them is likely legitimate and not sort of just gaming this metric like so many of the low quality websites do. And then we just very simply count the number of keywords that it ranks in the top 24, and that's our metric. And secondly, we're also putting in the country where the traffic is coming from for this website, US, UK, etc. The other most popular metric in the link building industry is the authority of a website as measured by domain rating or domain authority or any number of similar metrics from these various SEO tools. The problem with these is they're very easy to manipulate. So a website can just build a bunch of low quality backlinks to itself, which really inflates these metrics and makes a user of one of these tools think that it's a great website, but actually the links that it has used to inflate its authority score are actually ignored by Google and don't actually pass any value to the website and therefore any value to a link that you might get from that website. So again, instead of trusting those metrics, what we do is look at the actual backlink profile of the website. This is similar to what we do in the brand trust section, looking at the link profile of the specific homepage. We're just doing this now for the website as a whole, and we put a heavy set of filters on the backlink profile and really get a sense of what are the links in here that are actually contributing value to the website, because those are the ones that Google are paying attention to, and those are the ones that will then transfer value into a link that you would get from this website. So as with other metrics here, we're basing this on Ahrefs data. We're opening the backlink report, putting in these filters, and then just counting the number of quality backlinks that the website has. Lastly, moving along to our outbound profile check. This is the one that we do that disqualifies the most number of websites that we put through this quality vetting process. It's also the check that most other link building services don't do, but it's really useful, so they really should. We're looking at this in two different ways. One is the total number of outbound links from the website. That gives us a sense of how often they're linking out to other websites and how diffuse the possible value of a link from the website might already be, because they're already linking to so many other places. We're also checking what we call the number of red flag domains. That's how many times they're linking to websites like online gambling sites and so on that are heavily associated with spammy, low quality, link farmy type of websites. If a website links to a lot of online casinos and other similar stuff, they're probably also linking to a bunch of other low quality places and obviously just selling a ton of links, and this leaves a very clear pattern for Google. So for our red flag domains, we're just getting a count of the number of times they link to these red flag domains, and that's just, as it says, the red flag for us that there's something deeper going on here, and Google probably can see it much better than us and doesn't trust this website. And just quickly at the very end, we have a drop down where we can choose a reason to manually fail the website if it has too much user generated content or other issues like that. And we also choose a relevance of 1 to 3, which is a little bit subjective, and you can kind of feel that out for yourself with each website that you're looking at. Now, lastly, let's run through a quick example so you know how to use this tool for grading the quality of your own links. Firstly, click the link below this video. It will open this spreadsheet. Just click File and make a copy to get your own copy of this. Then I'm going to run through this website, solidgigs.com, as an example. And I've already put the information for this website into the vetting tool, and you can see it's obviously an awesome website and an awesome link. It scores 20 out of 20. The first thing that you want to do is put the website that you're grading into this prospect URL section over here. Then you need to manually type in the different versions of the brand. So usually in this case, it's just the name of the website without any spaces and then with spaces, but you can feel that out for yourself based on what you think makes sense for the website that you're looking at. This information is fed into the other checks in the tool. We need to open these links in Ahrefs to get some data, so it's important that you put this in here first. Then after that, we can move on and just go through section by section to gather the data that we need to score the website. Each of these are links to Ahrefs, so you can just click these one by one and it will open an Ahrefs report that has all of the filters and all of the information that you need to gather the information that we want. So for brand trust, the first one we're looking at is how many branded keywords they have. I already have it open here. You can see it's just the report in Ahrefs with the phrases that we set earlier in the sheet, solid gigs and solid gigs with a space. and then it shows us a filtered list of the keywords containing those brands. And I can see that it does have some branded searches, so I just put yes in here. This is a yes no option. We're not looking for how many branded searches they have or anything like that. Dead simple, yes or no. After that is the homepage backlinks. So how many high quality backlinks are directly to the homepage of the website. Again, you open this up, we have a bunch of filters in here to like really trim down and trim out all of the low quality links from the profile, and there's 160 linking domains left. So again, dead simple, just put that number in here. Next, we're looking at the number of keywords that it ranks in the top 20 for. Again, you just open that link, a bunch of filters in here. Again, you can have a scroll through the keywords, like read the keywords and make sure that they seem legit and good to you, like they're not trying to just game this traffic metric in Ahrefs. And if so, again, just record the number of links, 297 in this case, and also check where that traffic is coming from and choose it from this drop down box. Next, we look at the backlink profile. This is exactly the same as the homepage backlinks check, except it's applied for the website as a whole, but it's a very similar report, a similar set of filters. And again, you just go here, you check the number, you put it into the sheet. Then we move along to the linked domains report. Similar, except now again we're looking at the number of domains that the website links to. Again, go here, we have filters, just check the number, put it in the sheet, 253 in this case. Then we're looking at the red flag domains, one of the most important checks. Again, as I said before, you can just go here. The filters are pretty simple. We're just looking for how many times it links to websites that contain the word gamble or bet. And again, that's our nice simple red flag that indicates if it links a lot to them, it probably links to a bunch of other low quality stuff too. In this case, there's no links to these types of websites, which is quite unusual for websites where you have the opportunity to build a link. But in this case, it's 0, so we put that in there. Manual fail reason, nothing that would cause me to think that the website should fail this check. It's legitimate business, it's a really good website, really good link building opportunity overall. And then also the relevance, you choose this based on the website that you're building the link to. So if it's highly relevant to the website you're looking at, you put a 3, or if it's somewhat relevant, a 2, or otherwise maybe a 1 or a 0. And then it gives you your final score at the bottom. Again, anything above a 10 is a pass. This did exceptionally, 20 out of 20. And if it performed too poorly on any individual metric, you will see a fail in this far right section here next to the score for that particular metric. This didn't have a hard fail on any of these particular metrics, so it's good to go and super high quality link. So go ahead and grab your copy of the tool with the link below and start using it to vastly improve the quality of the links that you're building for yourself or for your clients. And if you'd like to learn more about how We Outreach could help you with your link building, you can also book a call with us on the page below, and myself or someone from the team would love to have a chat. Thanks.